Hello and welcome back to a new series of the Football History Boys React. Now in this series we're going to be looking at some of football's best goals, best matches and best competitions, all of which have made the game we know and love today. Now we're going to start back with what else? The World Cup, and we're going to look at some of the best goals from 1970 all the way to 2022. We've got our ideas of what we think will be the best goals for each tournament, but this original video was created by Vanama, so check out his channel in the description below. So let's see what some of the best goals in World Cup history are. It's Carlos Alberto. It's an absolute cracker, isn't it? It's one of the greatest goals of all time in the World Cup final as well. It's Cruyff for 74. Quite a simple goal. Rounding the goalkeeper. Not something we're too unfamiliar with, but still a good goal. This one, incredible. Archie Gemmill, 1978 for Scotland. Unfortunately, it's a game they end up going out of the World Cup in, but they did beat the Netherlands 3-2 on the day. 82, Adair. Oh, that's an absolute stunning goal. To do that in the biggest of stages, flick the ball up and Travella it into the top corner. I think this is probably the one we could have all guessed would come up in this list. 86 World Cup, synonymous with Maradona. That goal there. And there's ever a game to sum up the individual, it has to be the 1986 World Cup quarter-final, Argentina versus England. Diego Maradona's controversial genius. Minutes before he scores the goal of the century, he scores the most controversial goal, arguably of all time, the hand of God. And then he produces this, and it's just, what a goal. To do that on that World Cup stage, I don't think we've seen anything like it since, or we'll watch it in the videos, in the video to come. But I don't think there's been any World Cup goal, anything like that. I know Messi scored his goal against Getafe, what's that, 16 years ago now, but it's, that's Getafe, this is England in the World Cup, so it's levels, isn't it? The goal before it, Adair's in 82, that Brazilian side, arguably the greatest side never to win the World Cup, up there with Holland in 74 and Hungary in 54. That Brazil side really encompassing Joga Bonito and the wonders that Brazilian football can do. Probably haven't seen it quite at that level ever since. But what a goal. Let's see what comes up in 1990. I'm imagining Baggio is going to come up, but let's see if I'm right. Oh, it's not Baggio. But it is an absolute cracking strike. Hwang Bo-kwan, South Korea. I'm hoping they show an angle behind the goal. There we go. If you didn't know him before, I definitely do now. This goal I've seen a few times. Another solo strike. Saudi Arabia. It always reminds me of the Michael Owen goal 4 years later, which might come up in this video next. I've got a real thing for solo goals when the players just dribble past half of the team and just slot it into the top corner. And that's an amazing strike. And there's been a few goals like it in World Cup history. He took that so well, and quite a bobbly pitch at times. You see it bobbling there. It might just be his control, but that's a really good strike. Oh, what a goal this is. Dennis Bergkamp. Yeah. To do that in the pretty much the last minute of the quarter final, it's the pass, it's the control, it's the turn. Another good goal. I mean, this goal I think will probably split opinion. It's some people will ask, did he mean to do it? Did he mean to cross it? But I think at the time you probably all would have thought, that's he's tried to cross that and he's fluked it in. But Ronaldinho's career after that moment, especially in the 3 or 4 years following 2002, probably shows that he probably did mean to do it, and it was just a great strike. 2006, so this World Cup saw some absolute screaming goals, and that Maxi Rodriguez strike there is quite frankly ridiculous, because that was an extra time as well against Mexico, and it put him through. Oh no, this great strike. Joe Cole. Unpopular opinion, maybe. Max Rodriguez goal, I think, is an incredible screamer. I think the Joe Cole one is a little bit, I don't think it's quite in the same league. I know it was a bit further out, it was a great strike, but I do feel there's a bit more hitting hope about this one. But it is still a great goal, and I can see why it's been included. I would have probably put in Torsten Frings' goal in the opening game against Costa Rica as well. There's some great strikes in that tournament, so go check them out if you haven't seen them. Yeah, what a goal. Keeper gets touched to it as well. But yeah, really good. 2010 will be Van Bronckhorst. It is. Yeah, I mean, I think that World Cup, the football there, you can see it moving like mad. And there's only one player who really mastered it, and that was Diego Forlan. In the same game, I think he scored another screamer. But there wasn't many goals in that tournament. I think the football did play a part in it, especially long range goals. But that one there in the semi-final from Van Bronckhorst, I mean, to do that, to captain your side, smash in a 35-yarder and take your team to the World Cup final is quite amazing. I can see there's another goal already coming up for this World Cup. Let's see what it is. It's Quagliarella against Slovakia. I mean, it's a different type of goal. It's a chip, isn't it? We put our tweet out recently on our Twitter page, and we asked our followers what's the most pointless goal ever scored in history in terms of the best goal, but it didn't mean anything. And a lot of people replied with this strike, because ultimately Italy crash out and they go out in the group stage despite being holders. Slovakia with an incredible 3-2 victory. But that goal there really was a mark of genius, and I love the celebration as well. I think he's still playing as well in the Italian league, which is quite incredible. 2014, it is James Rodriguez. Yeah, what a strike that is. The chest, the volley, really similar to Maxi's. He had a great tournament at World Cup as well, as did this man, Robin van Persie, the most famous diving header of all time. And now it's the most satisfying goal of all time. That angle behind the ball, Pavard cutting across and firing into the top corner. And finishing off with the most recent World Cup, and maybe a surprise, but it is Richarlison's goal to finish. Now, unpopular opinion again, maybe, I think that's probably the worst goal on the whole list. The reasoning, because I think the other goals are just a bit better at that higher level. I think Richarlison's goal, it's in the group stage. He's on the penalty spot when he finishes it. It is a good goal, but I think there would have been other strikes maybe in that World Cup which might have deserved it more. Maybe Mbappe's in the final, that volley to equalise right at the end. So watch this video, you might have noticed me wearing this 1970 away kit from Brazil, and that is thanks to our sponsor for the video, which is 3 Retro. You can check out their website below by clicking the description. 3 Retro sell incredible retro and vintage football kits, so please check them out. They've got kits from the Premier League, they've got international kits, and even ones from Europe and further afield. So please click on the link below to check out their website and get hold of some amazing retro football shirts. So yeah, amazing video that is. Thanks so much again to Vanamas for allowing us to watch his video and react to it. We hope to do a few more of them. Please let us know what you'd like us to react to in the future. Gareth's going to be joining me for the next one. We're going to be looking at the 1974 World Cup and finding out a bit more about that. So we're really looking forward to it. Please like and subscribe and comment below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.